Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Bigyan natin ng reaksyon itong post ni Dr. Richard and Erica Mata, posted 1 hour ago. I-share nila yung Sunstar Davao Post. Basahin ko. COMELEC Chairperson George Erwin Garcia said he called for an emergency meeting on Tuesday. Kanina. Ito ngayon, Tuesday. January 14, 2025 to decide whether or not to suspend the printing of ballots for the 2025 midterm elections. This came after the Supreme Court issued temporary restraining orders halting the full body from implementing its rulings to disqualify or cancel the candidacies of 5 individuals running in the May elections. Okay, so, sinerch ko, sino-sino yung 5? Bakit nag-issue ang Supreme Court ng temporary restraining order? Sino yung 5 dinisqualify ng COMELEC? Ito, sa GMA News Online. Supreme Court issues TRO on COMELEC disqualification versus Erese and others in election 2025. Published January 14, 2025 by Joanna Le Casilao, GMA Integrated News. Okay, so si former Caloocan City Representative Edgar Erese and others. So, hindi na pangalanan kung sino yung others. Basta 5. Kinatigan ng Supreme Court yung kanilang petition. At nag-order na, nag-issue na ang Supreme Court ng TRO para itigil yung desisyon ng COMELEC pag-disqualify dito sa mga kandidato. So, at a press conference, Supreme Court spokesperson Attorney Camille Ting said the SC ordered the full body to comment on Erese's petition with a non-extendable period of 10 days from receipt of notice. Okay, so aside from Erese, she said the Supreme Court also granted a TRO in favor of 2 individuals who were declared nuisance candidates, one whose application was denied by COMELEC and one whose certificate of candidacy was cancelled by the full body. So, 5 lahat ang nanalong kandidato kasi kinatigan sila ng Supreme Court. I hope kasama na dito, yung si Nene Bacale, yung biglang nawala ang kanyang pangalan sa balota. Yung kalaban ba ni Speaker Martin Romualdez sa Leyte? Hindi naman siya na-disqualify. Kasama man siya sa official list of candidates. Kaya lang, nung lumabas na yung printed ballot sa Leyte, wala yung pangalan niya, Nene Bacale. So, pumutok yung balita, I think last week. I hope kasama na dito. Kung hindi pa, sana paboran. Kasi, sabi ni Atty. Vic Rodriguez, kinausap niyang mga lawyers ni Madam Nene Bacale, gagawin lahat ng mga lawyers all legal remedies para maibalik ang pangalan ni Nene Bacale sa balota sa Leyte, 1st District of Leyte. Okay. So ito, malaking panalo ng mga 5 kandidato at malaking sampal ito sa COMELEC. Kasi, paano ngayon? Nakaprint na ng balot. Wala yung pangalan nitong 5 kandidato. Gusto ng Supreme Court na maisama sila. Ibig sabihin, yung disqualification decision na ginawa ng COMELEC, huwag ipatupad. ibalik sila sa balutan. Nako, malaking trabaho ito. Okay. Sabi ng spokesperson ng Supreme Court, the temporary restraining orders prohibit COMELEC from disqualifying them. So this means their names have to be included in the ballot. So it's up to COMELEC now how they would implement this. But they will just have to follow the order of the Supreme Court. Salamat, Supreme Court. Ibig sabihin, buhay na buhay pa ang hustisya sa ating bansa. Ako, malaki ang tiwala ko sa ating Korte Suprema. Okay? Okay, so, ganito ang background. On January 3, Erese, former Congressman Erese, asked the Supreme Court to issue a TRO or a writ of preliminary injunction to enjoin the COMELEC from implementing its resolution on his disqualification. Okay. In November, the COMELEC disqualified Erese for violation of Section 261 of the Omnibus Election Code for supposedly spreading false and alarming information. It affirmed his disqualification in a resolution released on December 27. Okay. Sought for his comment, COMELEC chairperson George Garcia said the full body would have to find a way to comply with the High Court's order. Tama. Huwag niyong kontrahin ang Supreme Court. Delikado kayo dyan. Hanapan ng paraan. Sa malaking sakit ng ulo ito sa COMELEC. At malaking sampal sa kanila. Kasi mali yung desisyon nila eh. Dinisqualify itong si Erese plus 5 others. Sabi ni Garcia, part of the process, we will have to find a way to comply with the Supreme Court directive. Garcia said he will call for a meeting with other officials to discuss whether the COMELEC should suspend the printing of ballots. So, sayang. Gastos na naman natin yan. Okay, sabi ni Garcia, the election management system will be changed, including the database, and we have to start again the serialization of each and every candidate's name nationwide. The COMELEC started printing the 73 million ballots to be used for the election last January 6. Nagsimula na. Yun na nga, yung nakakapagtaka, nawala yung pangalan ni Nene Bacale doon sa 1st District, Congressional District of Leyte. So, this is a welcome development kasi lalabas ito, magre-reprint ang COMELEC. Kasi yung 5 kandidato na dinisqualify ng COMELEC, nag-order ng COMELEC na maisama ang pangalan nila sa balota. So, reprinting, kaya gastos na naman ito. So, sinong magbabayad sa reprinting of ballots? Tayo ulit, mga tao. Dahil sa kamalian ng COMELEC. So, lugi na naman tayo dito. So, again, magpasalamat tayo sa Supreme Court dahil buhay na buhay pa. Meron tayong matatakbuhan kung sakali at hindi tayo makakuha ng magandang hustisya dito sa baba, at least may Supreme Court. So, again, that malala ko yung ICC na bakit papasok ang ICC sa Pilipinas na buhay pa man functioning ang ating legal system. Ito na lang, example. Dinisqualify. Hindi kontento, pumunta sa Supreme Court. Ayun, nagdesisyon kagad ang Supreme Court. Ganon din yung PhilHealth issue natin. mauubos na ang pundo ng PhilHealth. Mabuti na lang nagbigay ng Supreme Court ng temporary restraining order. Kaya hindi na i-transfer lahat yung may naiwan pa na 29.9 billion sa pera ng PhilHealth na pinapatransfer. So, saludo tayo sa Supreme Court at good luck. Sana ang COMELEC huwag nang magsayang ng balota. Kasi reprinting na naman ng balota, taong bayan na naman ang gagastos sa mga yan.